Welcome to Around Our World in 80 Seconds.
And happy Singles Awareness Day! So, neither of us are very big fans of Valentine's Day. I mean, sure, it's nice to have a nice date and spend some time together, but honestly, we both kind of think it's a little bit commercialized, kind of like Christmas, and kind of got hijacked by commercialism. And being the history geeks that both of us are, we decided, where did Valentine's Day actually come from? And we found some very interesting things and thought we would share.
So there's a lot of mystery in the origin of...
That was the mystery.
Jazz hands. There's a lot of mystery in the origin of where Valentine's Day actually came from. But the kind of generally accepted origin comes from the Catholic Church's attempt to kind of counteract a pagan holiday that was actually started in Roman era.
To Christianize.
Called Lupercalia, or Lupercalia. And it was localized only to the Roman area, and the priests of one of the temples there would go into the cave that supposedly Romulus and Remus, the founders supposedly of Rome, were raised in by wolves. And they would do like a little ceremony in there. Let's see. And
this is from history.com, so you know it must be true. Historychannel.com.
Yeah, with all the survival shows. So sacrifice a goat for fertility, a dog for purification. Then they would strip the hides off, and basically what it boils down to is they would kind of prepare the hides and then run around through the streets slapping women with hides of animals.
That were dipped in blood.
That for fertility and...
Do you think that's an FDA approved treatment?
No. And then it says later, during the festival, which was 3 days long, all the young women would place their names in a big urn, and then the city's bachelors, the eligible bachelors, would each choose a name and become paired for the year with his chosen woman. These matches often ended in marriage.
May the odds be ever in your favor.
That was the Lupercalia, which was obviously the Catholic Church may have had a little bit of an issue with. So throughout history there's been 3 different saints that have been associated with the origin of Valentine's Day.
All named Saint Valentine.
All named Saint Valentine, and some legends actually hold it that they were all martyred on February 14th. There's a few different reasons why they were they were remembered.
Yeah.
And why they wanted to name the day after those saints.
Yeah.
None of which had to do with romance.
Mm-mm.
The most likely one had to do with when Emperor Claudius in Rome outlawed marriage for young men because they would make better soldiers if they didn't have someone they were thinking about at home. But Saint Valentine actually would go and perform marriages in secret. Marriage.
Marriage is what brings us together today.
So that the young soldiers could get wed. And because he defied the emperor, he was executed. It is said that Saint Valentine, while he was in prison, also, this is maybe one of the different ones, one of the origins for it was that he was in prison and fell in love with his prisoner's daughter, so his jailer's daughter. And before he was executed, sent her a love letter and signed it, "Your Valentine." And so that is where the idea of sending your Valentine a letter came from. But they didn't really start that tradition until late medieval times, even getting a little past that. In the 1800s, they really started to ramp it up. Started getting the first commercially produced cards that you could send to your Valentine, and it had already started to hit off a little bit in Europe. America kind of came late to the party, but they brought the sparklers and fireworks
pretty much
in the commercialism sector.
And now I think that Valentine's Day is only second behind Christmas in the amount of cards sent.
1.5 billion cards Valentine's Day.
So
are purchased and given.
Ka-ching, ka-ching.
And fun little fact, 80%, roughly 80% of the cards on Valentine's are purchased by women.
Oh, that's a hard statistic to take.
That's just because the guys forget and then they're like, oh, here's a sticky note. Let me write something mushy on it. Here's a card. And a tulip because they were out of flowers. Happy Valentine's Day.
Anyway, so we hope you enjoyed this little delving into history with us. Maybe this Valentine's Day you can impress a potential date with said Valentine's Day fact.
Or just make something up that's way more romantic.
Yeah. Anyways, good luck with all of your Valentine's Day festivities. I hope they end well for all of you. If you're proposing, good luck. And we'll see you guys next week.